I'm Denise Lynn, and I'm one of the supervisors on the STAGE project. One of the most important parts of the project, of course, is hiring a student who's interested in basically learning different things. It doesn't have to be interested in theater, they have to be interested in basically going out and learning different things. Because the first thing they have to do is we'll assign them someone they're going to interview, and they have to go and read about that person.
Hi, I'm Scott Heffernan. I work with the STAGE project at MUN as I complete my Bachelor of Arts and my film minor, and we're going to take you through some of the questions and the process that it takes to complete an interview. So this is the PAB, the Periodical Article Bibliography, and through this we can access background information that's being archived on anyone from Rick Mercer to Sandy Morris, so it becomes essential as a tool to start out our interview process. Another wonderful tool we have is the Digital Archives Initiative. Between this and the PAB and a regular old Google search, you can generally find everything you need before going to the actual archives and pulling out any information that you might also need.
Hi, I'm Colleen Quigley. I'm responsible for the Performing Arts Collection here at the Archives and Special Collections. So I maintain all the records related to STAGE, including the transcripts, as well as the material that these STAGE interviewees give us, like their scrapbooks, their photographs, their programs, their newspaper clippings, their reviews, their correspondence. In fact, I have material related to all of the performing arts here in the province. So if you're interested in performing arts and interested in research, let's get to know each other. As Scott mentioned, research is an important part of the STAGE interview process. So the Centre for Newfoundland Studies is one of the first places they come for their research. The centre is open every single day of the week. It is also open to the public. This is where you get published materials, books, journals, government documents. Very exciting for us involved in performance. They have vertical files and subject files on TV reviews as well as individuals. So this has been a fantastic resource for our students. Welcome to the Archives and Special Collections. This is where you're actually going to access the material we've talked about. You want to look at those interviews, you want to look at those archival collections. This is a place, Monday through Friday, at the QE2 Library. We are here for you, 9 a.m. till noon, 2 to 4. Come, visit us. Use STAGE. This is why we're here. So before STAGE moved to the digital era, all of the interviews are located on cassette tapes, and they are all stored here at the Archives and Special Collections. You can listen to every single one. They are in the midst of being digitized as we speak.
Hi, my name is Heather Kinsella. I help the STAGE project by converting the DVDs that come to my desk, and I edit them and I convert them using different programs to make the files viewable in MP4 formats.
My name is Tom Halford, and I'm supervisor for the STAGE project. I set up the interviews usually, and I oversee the videos and the transcription process, and I'm usually the guy who loads the videos up onto YouTube as well.
So I'm usually behind the lights, and from here I conduct the interviews with the various interviewees.
Now, generally what will happen, of course, is that people just love to talk about themselves. And that, of course, is what the student is asking this theater person. It could be a backstage person, it could be an actor, it could be a playwright. And our list of questions are quite organized. So we ask them first, of course, about where they were born, where they went to school, what their parents did, because you want the full package. And then we asked about, what first experiences their theater experiences were. Maybe they were a tree in grade 2. We want all that information. It's all really important stuff. And the student basically takes the interviewee through the process, working through education, and then first job, and then of course maybe backtracking then to first time they were involved in a show, who was in the show. So they're basically taking them through the interview process. Now this can take anywhere from 2 hours to 2 different total visits of maybe 2 hours each. The next job that is in some ways just as important as the interviewing job that the student has to do, and that is to transcribe that interview.
So even though the interview itself is the most integral component, the longest amount of work that I have to put in is usually the transcription. An hour and a half interview will take approximately 13 hours to 14 to 15 hours, depending on variations in speech and whatnot. So when I'm sitting down to do an actual transcription, I have to have an audio file open, and I essentially am constantly pressing pause and play and going back and writing line for line. Often there might be a spelling in occurrence. There may be something, a bit of noise in the background, and I'll have to listen to it to a single 2-minute clip 10 or 15 times. So it can be quite arduous, but you're always getting those great nuggets of stories at the end, so it makes it worth it.
So when that is done, then the transcription will go into the library, and then the student will be sent to research somebody else, and the whole important process starts again.